Okay, so now we're in quadratic context, and that's kind of like the dolphin question, where we are given something that's happening. They give us a function rule that models the problem that we're looking at, and then they ask us questions about maximum or minimum or the time frame that it occurs, and we want to make sure that we understand what's going on. So let's read this together. The path that a motocross dirt bike rider follows during a jump is given by the equation y equals negative 0.4x squared plus 4x plus 10, where x is the horizontal distance in feet from the edge of the ramp and y is the height in feet. So here is x, and x is the horizontal distance in feet. From the edge of the ramp. And y is the height in feet. And here's 0. So we need to sketch the path of the motocross dirt bike rider. So what do we need to know? Well, there's our function. So I guess the first thing we really need to do is figure out the nitty-gritty details. The first thing we should probably do is find the fact that it's a quadratic. So it's got a negative a value. And because it has a negative a value, that means that it's going to open down. So it's going to have like a, so I'm pretty sure he's jumping. So he's going to go up and down like the dolphin. The second thing we need to do is we need to figure out how high he's going. And we need to figure out how long of a distance in feet he is from the edge of the ramp. So when we're making a sketch, we need to know these things in order to sketch it. So the first thing we're going to do is make our axis of symmetry equation, x equals negative b over 2a. And what that's going to do is it's going to give us where's the middle of our quadratic, where is the axis of symmetry going to be, and that's negative 4, because 4 is the b value, and then 2 times, and our a value is negative 0.4. So a negative and a 4 on top, and 2 times negative 0.4 is negative 0.8. Let's do some fancy math. Negative 4 divided by negative 0.8 gives us 5. So x represents the feet from the edge of the ramp, and x equals 5 is the middle of the jump. The axis of symmetry represents the middle. So we know that if this is 0 feet from the ramp, and this is 5 feet from the ramp, and that's the middle, then the other side has to be 10, because again, axis of symmetry is symmetrical, so that's how that's going to work. The next thing we need to do is figure out how high this guy is going to come. So what we need to do is we need to plug our 5. We know it's going to happen here. We just don't know how high it's going to be. So we got to plug our 5 in to find out. So we are going to substitute 5 into our function. So y equals negative 0.4 x squared plus 4x plus 10. And we're going to plug 5 in. We're going to take the axis of symmetry value and plug it in here. Again, some fancy calculator math. Negative 0.4 times 5 squared. That part is negative 10. 20, 10. So this is going to give me 20. So he's 20 feet in the air. So here's 10. There's 20. We know that's going to be a max because it's a negative, so it's going to be a max. We also know because it's a negative that it's going to open down. So our vertex is 5, 20. Last thing we need to know to sketch this thing is where he's beginning. So we need to plug 0 in to find our y-intercept. But remember that our y-intercept is 0, c. So our y-intercept is 0, 10. Remember, y-intercept is 0, c. So let's actually start in here. So he's going to come up. There's the jump. I'm interested to see, where is he at 10 feet? I don't know if it's going to be here or not. I want to see. I need to plug 10 in. I got to know. So y equals negative 0.4x squared plus 4x plus 10. I got to plug 10 in. I got to know what's going to happen. Calculator time. Negative 0.4 times 10 squared. That's 20. Oh, no, it's 40. Negative 40. Plus 40. Plus 10. Look at that. I knew it. Did you? Did you know that because the axis of symmetry is here, that on this side of the line should be symmetrical at 10? That's what it will look like. Okay, so there's our sketch of our jumper. What is the maximum height of the rider during the jump? Now it's time for us to write our answer in a complete sentence in the context of the problem. So the maximum height, how high did this guy jump? What do we have? Our vertex is 5, 20. So the maximum height of the jumper is 20 feet. And again, maximum height deals with the y-coordinate, and the y-coordinate for our vertex was 20. So that's all connected.